Hey guys, Catlin back here with lesson 3 for your homework this week, and we're solving the quadratic equation by reasoning. So the numbers are easy enough, we can kind of look at it and reason through the letters that would make this equal the other side. Okay, and so when I'm looking at this one and I'm trying to get it where I can reason through it in a way that makes sense, I really want to get this 100 out of the way. So what I would do is I would subtract 100 from both sides, and I would get this look right here. And the reason I like that 100 out of the way is because it gives me a perfect square. On the other side, Kai needs to go to the office. All right, so n minus 2 squared equals 49. Well, 49 is a perfect square. So if I can just think of numbers that would make, you know, that would replace n and would make this equal 49 when it got squared, I would be in good shape. Well, I would need this parenthesis to be 7, because 7 times 7 is 49, right? And so a number that would make this 7 would be 9. If I put 9 there and I work it out, I would get 9 minus 2, which is 7, and 7 squared, of course, is 49. So my answer here for the first part is 9, and that's pretty easy. But it says find both solutions. As we know, most quadratics will cross your solution, which in this case is at 49, right? Having a solution of 49 is probably going to happen a couple of times, like up here somewhere and also down here. So not only are we going to equal 49 when this is 9, but we could also equal that number when it's, other things. So let's see if we can figure out where the other one's going to be. Usually one's positive and the other one's negative. Well, in this case, not only does 7 times 7 equal 49, but because of the negative rules, negative 7 times itself equals 49. So if I can make that parenthesis group of n minus 2, if I can make that equal negative 7, then I will also have a solution that will work, right? Well, to make this true, I'd have to add 2 to both sides, and n would have to be negative 5. So let's try that out. If I put a negative 5 in n's place, and I subtract 2, and then I square that, do I get 49? Well, sure. Yeah. So negative 5 minus 2 is negative 7, and negative 7 times itself is a positive 49. So my two numbers that work here are negative 5 and at 9. So you could think of this as being like, all right, here's the 9 that worked for me, and back here, here's the negative 5 that worked for me. They both hit my parabola, right? One hits on the positive end of things, and the other one hits on the negative end of things. That happens sometimes, but not always. Sometimes they'll both be positive, sometimes they'll both be negative, but oftentimes one will have to be negative to make that negative get squared and give me the same answer as the positive one did. And so I did this by showing my reasoning. I didn't really do this one with explanation, but I reasoned through it, right? I came up with a number that made it equal something that made it 7 times 7 or negative 7 times 7. And that wasn't too hard to do. So that's what we call reasoning through for our solution. And there's probably other ways to do it. That's just the way that I reasoned through it, and hopefully it helped you. Later, guys.